Could you repeat what happens if the ego comes up, if the duality comes up? You said something.
What happens? It will happen up to the end of your life. That this, I don't call it ego, because then it adds a word and a concept. I would say the mind, your mind appears. And who has a mind? I, of course. I have a mind as a person. What happened to that? Nothing much, except that the search disappears. The search for who am I disappears. But you meant something else, I guess. What to do with that?
You had some beautiful words, but I didn't.
Ooh.
I didn't receive it totally. So perhaps I can
Which kind
recall a bit.
Yeah.
You were saying about your nature, and it's always there.
Yeah.
That's your nature.
Yeah,
You cannot
sure.
escape from that.
Yeah.
And that's certain moments, duality appears.
Of course, because this body mind is still alive, so it will appear.
Yeah.
It will appear.
And the words after that, I don't
remember myself,
Okay.
but what I can say is that whatever appears, let's say after a dip in yourself, you mean in this context? The mind will be totally colored by the source from where it came, because you were, let's say, freed from the mind, so you are yourself. And the mind will comment. He will say, oh, I was myself, or oh, what a peace, what a bliss, what a love. You know, he comments, I'm vast, actually I'm the absolute and all that. And because you have the habit to always listen to the mind, you will start to believe more your mind than the fact to be, which doesn't need your comments. It's always here. Because if you confuse, or if you take the truth of what the mind said, okay, said the truth, but one truth, because it will express only one aspect of that. And it will be the aspect of the absolute, sure, of the no form, no manifestation. But then what you do with all this? So you see, the mind will always appear with some comments. Let it be freedom. I'm liberated, I'm free. It will come. You cannot stop that. You cannot help. But don't be caught by, otherwise it will tyrannize you and make you believe so many other things. Is it clear?
Yeah. I understand that the mind always colors what you are, but is there a clear looking? If you only look, not the mind, not adding something, but if you have a pure looking?
There is no pure looking, or you mean to say just be. Just be. You see, to be aware of awareness is an experience of someone. That loop, one does it probably in his life, it is included in the experiences of his life. What a luck, I don't say, but it will not be permanent in that way, because you are not always aware of awareness. So the fact, the essence, the most essential is just to be awareness. It's not to be aware of awareness. That belongs to someone. And it is not that it is bad, but then you have to accept that to be aware of awareness will not always present itself this way, because in the life it's also different.
So being aware of awareness is not one. It's already duality,
yes,
always.
Yes, my dear. Yes. Yes. Nothing wrong with that, but know it. It's a blessing to have a life like that. In the life you include the obviousness of being. What a blessed life. But don't be fooled that if it is not always present or obvious, then you lost yourself. You see? So at least know that. Just know that.
And what they call the first knowing, that's not being aware of yourself, and it's still duality. The first knowing, they always say, is that you are, you are. The first knowing is I know I exist. I cannot escape from that. I can never say I don't exist. That's not true, because you say there is always duality in that.
You will express yourself this way, sure, when there is an expression, but it's already an expression, isn't it? So there, if you heard not to be fooled by expression, you will also let the expression disappear, leave you, and it will not affect the fact that you are always even yourself, even when it goes. If it affects, it means, that you base yourself in duality again, even if this appeared. Am I clear?
Yeah,
No.
I think you're clear, but
No, maybe I'm not clear.
I don't know if I really get what you mean.
Okay, look.
Yeah.
You are that. As I am that. As everything is that. Yeah? That we speak about it or not, we are it. But as we became very strangely seekers after that, we have to solve that question, as we solve in the world other questions which are important for us. The solution of that question will not be an answer. It will be when definitively we have seen, okay, the mind can say anything, it will never be the real truth. It will only speak of aspects of it. Because what I am, I cannot objectify it. If you know that, it's enough, you know. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said still we live. How would you call the we? Who is that? If
The one who is speaking, the one who asks questions, the one who sees his body, mind, and all, we are alive in the manifestation.
yes, in the manifestation we are alive, but in confuses me a little bit, because the consciousness or the awareness is not the manifestation.
Well, it is the manifestation itself, but in a limited aspect in the manifestation, isn't it? So, yeah, but you see, it's because you believe that what you are is only non-suffering, non-happening, the absolute, and so on. That's what I said. Don't stop there. The mind will express, because it's a real discovery comparing with what he believed before. So it removes the belief that only the appearance is real. So with that experience, it gives you the opportunity to see, oh, but I'm not only that. What the experience will be, look like more real. I am being, I am. But you see, all this talk is still in somebody, and you cannot escape that. It will be like that. But don't confuse what the somebody will tell even about that, with what you are, because all these talks, all this appearance of experiences of this and of that, from what you are, in fact, and there is no I and you there. I say that because I've seen too much, and even with myself, that the experience of the disappearance of the I makes you speak the truth. It's like in the Upanishads, you know, it's not less. Yet, it doesn't last. Don't tell me that when you are busy with something, you speak like that. So what? It means it came in the manifestation in this way, which is a truth. But as any aspect is truth too. So don't confuse what you are for the experience of what I am. That's all what I say. I've seen too much misunderstandings created by the belief that the experience of having seen who I am in the absolute, in its absolute quality, it makes one completely cuckoo if he believes he will have a life like this. So much so, it's a gross example, but it's an example. I had a friend, and he believed I am not the body and not the mind, and he started not to eat. He died. No, but just to tell, you know, that if you believe in anything of what is expressed, you will be astray. You give a shape. Do you get it?
No, I cannot confirm that, but it's good to look at it, according to me. And
investigate, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
But I still cannot say. Of course, I know my soul is still full of things in karma, or how do you call it, things which has to solve because I created them myself with the mind. So
don't solve them. Don't solve them. The mind is the mind.
Just if I don't give attention to them, they will go away. They will
maybe not. They will appear again. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
But that's what I say.
Yeah.
To believe the aspect of the absoluteness will give you this concept, and then my life will be freed from karmas, and I will be more detached and more desireless and this and that. This is wrong to me. Looks wrong to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it is an impossible effort. It's a utopia of the human being. The ideal. You want to save an ideal. Just be yourself.
Yeah, but that's what I try.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, but that's why I try to tell you that it's an ideal of you. It has nothing real in it.
Yeah, but how can you be yourself if you listen to the mind?
You are always yourself. This is the discovery of realization, okay? When you don't listen to your mind.
Okay.
A split second.
Yeah.
It's not a state not to listen to the mind in the life. It is impossible. You have moments like this, sure, but only moments. I want you not to make an experience for it, because it will give you trouble. The mind has something chewing now. Oh, I am that, but I am only real when I am in the absolute and all that. And then because of that, it chooses something else, because the mind is a multiplier. It never remains alone. So just be wise. This may happen in your mind, but no, my mind saw, discovered, as revelations and all that, but I just keep quiet. I know what I am, I don't know, but I know I am it. How, don't ask me. It's like that. And the rest is the mind with its discoveries. So you are not less yourself if you are busy with your crowded mind. But to realize who you are, it's a pointing. Give a split second not being with your mind. It's a pointing to give you this opportunity. And after, if that opportunity occurs, you will have a life mixed with identification and with non-identification. What else then? What else? In this life, it's duality. But then you are no more searching also, because you know what it is. Anyway.